Entry and exit tones are off. All participants are muted. All right. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration expert. I'm somebody who is a fanatic about personal development, right? And developing your philosophy, making sure that you have the right thought processes as you're going through this entrepreneurship thing. And our goal every single morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, is to give you the jewels you need so you're able to go further faster with less effort. Give me a replay, gang. If you're watching a replay, we love to know who goes back in there and studies a little something, something, because that's hope you're feeling incredible about your business. As a matter of fact, we want to know what the business is. What kind of business do you have? How does it help people? This is a good time for free promotion. It's check-in time. Let us know what city you calling in from. Let us know what kind of business you have. And then, even more importantly, a lot of people would say, is let us know how it helps people. Let us know how it helps people. Also, I'm asking you to like, comment, and share right now. Make sure you like this thing. Turn on your notifications. You can find me on Instagram at Mr. Haziq Ali. Again, that's Mr. Haziq Ali. So please take out a little bit of time to come on and vibe with your folk. Tell some other entrepreneurs we are here. We're going to get started in a couple minutes. And what we're talking about this morning is 7 signs that you have high emotional intelligence, or what they call EQ. You're used to hearing IQ, which is sort of like an intelligence quotient. It's a way that they measure intelligence, right? Well, what about EQ, which is emotional intelligence? That's what we're talking about this morning. But first of all, make sure you rep your city. I'm going to be back in just a second. Let's get it, y'all. Okay. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. Hope everybody's feeling incredible this morning. Emotional intelligence is a real big thing. You hear me talk about therapy all the time, and that's because I believe that everybody should get involved in therapy. I really believe it's something that is overlooked in our community. One of the dopest things that my therapist gave me is what's called a feeling wheel. This thing right here, a feeling wheel. Like if you want it, then just reach out to me in the inbox, say feeling wheel, and I'll send it to you. That thing is amazing because it starts to help you get in touch with your emotions. I'll give you more on that in a minute. But there are 5 levels of emotional intelligence. You may want to write these down. You may want to jot them in the comments and then give me a share if you want to spread the knowledge that can save lives, spread the knowledge that can save people's potential. A lot of times we're depressed and we don't even know it. We can't even give like a name to it, right? So the way my therapist broke it down for me is that the first level of emotional intelligence is being able to identify your own emotions. Somebody want to give me that in the comments? Identify your own emotions is level 1. Somebody write that down in the comments. Identify your own emotions. That's level 1. Level 2 is being able to manage your emotions, being able to control your emotions a bit. The reason that this is so important right here, this feeling wheel, the reason that this is so important right here is the fact that there is an emotional vocabulary. You got root emotions, and then you have emotions that flow off those things. Sometimes you're feeling a thing that flew off the root emotion. And then on the other side of the feeling wheel, the exact opposite is what you're lacking, what you actually need so that you don't feel this way. Hope I'm making sense to somebody out there. So the first level is being able to identify your emotions. The second level is being able to control your emotions. The third level, y'all, is being able to identify the emotions of other people. That's the third level of emotional intelligence. Identify the emotions in other people. Everybody with me? The fourth level is being able to manage relationships, right? So the third level is being able to see the emotions in other people, be able to recognize what's missing, what they feel bad about, right? That's the third level. And then the fourth level is being able to manage relationships. Everybody with me? Being able to manage relationships. And then the fifth level of emotional intelligence is being able to motivate yourself to do what you know you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. You hear that emotion in there? Feel. Even though you don't feel like doing it. Everybody with me? So first level is identify your own emotions. Second level is being able to manage your emotions. Third level is being able to identify other people's emotions. Fourth level is being able to manage relationships. And the fifth level is being able to motivate yourself. Some people are naturally inclined to be more emotionally intelligent than other people, but that's cool because what we know is that it's also a skill. It's a skill that you can work on. It's a skill that can be developed if you will just decide that that is a priority for you. But it's an underrated quality for a lot of entrepreneurs. This weekend on the Kaizen Academy, we're going to get real deep into emotional intelligence. We're going to get real deep into how it relates to mental toughness. But simply put, emotional intelligence is your ability to recognize and control your emotions and to be able to recognize and understand the emotions of other people. But why is this important, right? And how can you tell if you have it, right? Why is emotional intelligence so dope for people that's out here trying to get to it? Well, there's a few reasons. People with really high emotional intelligence are good at reading people. Think that could come in handy if you're running a team. Think that can come in handy if you're talking to customers. People with high emotional intelligence are good at navigating and understanding their own feelings, and so they're good at interacting with other people. I mean, a lot of times when you pray for a blessing, you're praying for a person. You know that, right? A lot of times the blessings come through other people. And so emotional intelligence is big. Here are four little levels that you may want to think about when you're like, should I really prioritize emotional intelligence? Like, I like how Zeke and stuff, but man, forget what he's talking about. I don't care nothing about no EQ. I want to know how to get money. Well, look at these four areas emotional intelligence helps you with. First, you got stability. If you want to lead a team, whether it be a team of employees, whether it be a downline, whether it be a community project, right? You're going to need to remain emotionally stable. You hear me? Even in times of crisis. Emotional intelligence then is going to help you control your anger. It's going to help you control the panic. It's going to help you control the despair so you can remain calm no matter what happens. Second thing EQ is going to help you with is sales, right? Customer service. What are you doing? You're understanding what people feel, why they feel it, why what they need is pivotal, why what they want is important. If you want to sell products, if you want to sell services that people really want, then what you're asking for is more emotional intelligence, because that's how you position what it is you're selling as the bridge over their troubled waters. Does that make sense? It can also help you close deals. As the business starts to gain momentum, emotional intelligence is what can help you close the deals. The third thing is motivation, being able to relate to your employees and understand their feelings. Now you're boosting employee morale, right? Now you're motivating them to become more successful in your environment. And then the fourth one I got for you is mediation and negotiation. Any entrepreneur worth their salt knows the power of healthy conflict. Well, emotional intelligence helps you resolve conflicts between different staff members, among employees, among partners. And emotional intelligence really gives you an advantage when you're attempting to negotiate, right? So those are four areas that it's going to help you every time: stability, sales and service, motivation, and mediation, right? Stability, sales, motivation, and mediation. Stability, sales, motivation, and mediation. So what are some signs of emotional intelligence? How can you tell if you're emotionally intelligent. You ready? Let's go. Type these in the comments and then give me a share if you agree. Here's the first one. Here's the first one I got for you. Here's the first one I got for you. Everybody with me? Here's the first one I got for you. Let's go. You're able to articulate emotional experiences. You're able to articulate emotional experiences. Again, that's where this comes in handy. This is where the feeling wheel comes in. Somebody give me that in the comments. You're able to articulate emotional experiences. What do we mean by that? What do we mean by that? We're taught this basic emotional vocabulary when we're little kids. Happy. I'm sad. You're so silly. I'm mad. I'm mad, right? But we're adults now. And how you articulate your experiences has a lot to do with how you experience life. You hear me? You hear me? An expressive emotional vocabulary, an expressive and precise vocabulary is a sign that you're introspective enough to understand your own emotions. It shows that you understand emotions in general. For example, instead of describing something as a little sad, maybe you say it's nostalgic, right? Or maybe you feel stress-related irritability rather than just anger, right? I'm mad. You know what I mean? Get a feel for your emotions, man or lady. Here's the second one I got for you. You can pinpoint strengths and weaknesses kind of easy, even in yourself. Somebody say you can pinpoint strengths and weaknesses and then give me a share. This is another sign you have high EQ. You can pinpoint strengths and weaknesses. Emotionally intelligent leaders are able to quickly discover their people's strengths. They're able to quickly discover their people's weaknesses, and they ain't afraid to admit their own. Everybody's good at different things, and everybody has personal shortcomings. Being able to ferret these out is a sign you pay close attention to how people interact, right? It's a sign that you see both the good and the bad in other people. Maybe you got good EQ, right? Here's the third one. You've historically been a pretty good judge of character. Somebody give it to me. You're a good judge of character. That's number 3. And give me a share. You're a good judge of character. You know, maybe when you share it, you put it on your timeline like, are you a good judge of character? Are you a good judge of character? Right? You need entrepreneurs in your life to notice this, because think about people you've interacted with in the past. Maybe they were former team members. Maybe they were employees. Maybe they were friends. When you had a good feeling about somebody, how'd your relationship with them turn out? How'd your relationship with them turn out? Pretty good? First impressions can be deceiving, but if you have a strong history of choosing reliable, trustworthy, positive people to surround yourself with, you probably have a strong ability to judge people's character. Here's the fourth one. Here's the fourth one. People come to you for advice or support. Somebody give it to me. Number 4. Do people come to you for advice? Do people come to you for support? Well, you might have high EQ, millionaire. How often do people in your life come to you for advice when they're facing that tough problem? Right? How often do they come to you for support when they're having a tough time? Huh? If lots of people do, that means they trust you not to judge them. And you probably give them valuable emotional perspective. Huh? In other words, maybe you got pretty decent EQ and other people can see that. Think about this in yourself. Here's number 5. Can you let things go? Somebody say, let go and let God. Let go and let God. You know, all leaders experience moments of frustration. All leaders experience moments of irritation. All leaders experience moments of anger. But how quickly can you move past yours? Important question. Are you the type of person who holds on to grudges, right? Or are you the type that forgives and forgets? Or are you the type that forgives and don't forget? Do your mistakes haunt you? Or do you try to work past them as quickly as possible? Emotionally intelligent people, they're able to control their reactions. They're able to let things go in a way other people are like, dang, it seemed like that barely affected them. No, it affected them, but they're able to let it go. Somebody say, let go and let God. Let go and let God. Let's go. Let's go. Here's the sixth one I got for you. You may have high EQ if you generally know how others are feeling. Can you tell when your top employee is feeling kind of stressed out? Even when they aren't explicitly acting like it. Can you tell? Right? Do you notice when your friends are acting strangely, even if that activity is only slightly different from their usual behavior? If so, you may have pretty decent emotional intelligence, because only emotionally adept people can notice these differences consistently. Something to gauge yourself on. And then the seventh one, this is my favorite, y'all, is tolerance. Tolerance. You accept other people's beliefs. You accept other people's work styles. Huh? Millionaires, you accept other people's perspectives. There's no one right way. There's no one right type of professional. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of acceptable beliefs, acceptable work styles, acceptable perspectives, right? Are you the type of person who accepts other people and embraces other people? Or do you try to convert everybody to your style of thinking? Somebody say tolerance. You know, I said it before, I'll say it again. Many of us look at mental toughness like it's persistence and grit and grrr, right? And there's a place for that. But check it out. A lot of times, mental toughness, a lot of times, emotional intelligence is just the ability to tolerate perspectives that are different from yours. Mental toughness is sometimes just the ability to say, even if I don't like this person, I don't have to make it so they don't like me, right? Sometimes it's tolerance, saying that this person may not believe what I believe, but that's okay. It took me a while to get here too. You see? Millionaires, if you don't think you exhibit these signs, don't worry. Some people are naturally inclined to be more emotionally intelligent than others. But like I said in the beginning, it's a skill, it's an awareness. It can be developed over time. Just start by paying more attention to your thoughts, millionaires. Start by paying more attention to your feelings. Start by paying more attention to the behaviors of the people around you. And check this out. Give me this in the comments. This is important. Make it a point to talk to strangers. Make it a point to talk to strangers. Somebody say 2 new people a day. 2 new people a day. Hey, Chelsea, 2 new people a day. It'll change your life. Somebody say 2 new people a day. Tabina, Daryl, 2 new people a day will change your life. Morose, 2 new people a day will change your life. If you talk to 2 new people a day and take off on the weekends, that's 220 days that you've been able to focus. So what is that, 440 people? Something like that? 2 new people a day, 2 new people a day. That means if you get to that grocery store that night and you still ain't talked to your 2 people, you need to meet 2 people in that grocery store. Now, it's much easier to type that in the comments than it is to change your lifestyle. But that's why I'm asking you to look at your philosophy, because it's your philosophy that's going to give you your attitude. One person has a philosophy that talking to 2 new people is a worthless exercise. And that's going to give them the attitude like it's a worthless exercise. And then that's going to give them the activity level just like it's a worthless exercise. That's going to give them the results like it's a worthless exercise. And then that's going to give them the lifestyle like it's a worthless exercise. So what I try and do is fix your philosophy, because your philosophy is going to give you the attitude, which is going to give you the activity, which is going to give you the results, which is going to give you the lifestyle. This is how I went from homeless to a multimillionaire. You've got to look at your philosophy. Somebody say 2 a day. 2 new people a day. It will change everything. That's what I'm asking you to do. If you want to work on your emotional intelligence, Pay more attention to the thoughts, the feelings, and the behaviors of the people around you, and make it a point to talk to strangers. The more you focus on other people's wants, the more you focus on other people's needs, the more you focus on other people's perspectives, the more you're going to learn about the human condition, and the better you'll become as a leader. Was this helpful, y'all? Scale of 1 to 10. How helpful was this? Scale of 1 to 10. How helpful was this? Let me see it in the comments if you're actually going to use this. This weekend's Kaizen Academy is going to be insane. We're going to focus on nothing but emotional intelligence. We're going to do a real deep dive. You're going to feel like you're in a psychology class. We're going to focus on emotional intelligence. We're going to go deep. So make sure you got your pen and your pad. You're going to learn a lot about why people do the things they do. You're going to learn a lot about why you do the things you do. There are biases you fall victim to that you don't even know about. There's conviction bias. That's when you really go for it because somebody seems so enthusiastic. They seem so convicted. You're like, whoa, it's got to be right. Look how passionate they are. That's called conviction bias. Confirmation bias. That's when you already believe something and you start seeing proof of it everywhere. You've got a bias in your head that's making you want to confirm your already held beliefs. I ain't going to give you too much right now, but on and on and on. There are so many areas of the human mind that once you understand them, you'll understand other people a lot better. Am I making sense? Scale of 1 to 10. How helpful was this? Was this pretty helpful? Good, good, good. 2 new people a day, y'all. 2 new people a day. All right, it's affirmation time. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. We're about to get started with our affirmations. Call in right now. If your phone line tries to charge you for calling in, just text call me to the same number. Text call me to 667-776-9461. 667-776-9461. Yeah, Pastor Dandridge, I believe that. What? Everybody give it up for therapy. Somebody say therapy. Pastor Dandridge done checked out a therapist for the first time. That is beautiful. That is beautiful, man. I know your children are happy about that. I know your wife is happy about that. But check this out, Pastor Dandridge. I know you're happy about that. I know that felt good, brother, especially if it was a good therapist. All therapists are not created equal. Yeah, my man E1, you know I love my bro. I shared my therapist with him. Yeah, good, Letitia. Good, good. Yeah, you better use this to grow a team in your business. Join the Kaizen Academy, Miss Strong. Join the Kaizen Academy. You're going to love it. Morose. Yes. Yeah, Eli. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, it's affirmation time. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, call in now. Let them know, Morose. Call in now. Let's go. It's affirmation time. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it while you calling in. Don't forget your Affirmation Nation coloring books. You can order those right now. Also, your 90-day planners. Is not too late to order your 90-day planners. One cool thing about the 90-day planners while y'all are calling in is a marketing calendar in the back. We don't talk about this enough, but there's a whole marketing calendar back here. Right now, you should be thinking about what you're going to do for Valentine's Day. Then you got March, April, May, June, July, right? How about if we start planning our year out? That's on top of the list where you can put the 5 things you need to do. It's a cold planner, man, if I do say so myself. You know what I mean? If you can control your time, you can control everything. All right, let's go. I am so happy and grateful that all my best friends